Here's something you just can't live without: a processor cooler. If there's no way of eliminating heat, your chip will cook to the point that it becomes nothing more than a fried drink toaster. Since you're here, we imagine you already know about the different sizes of processors and their related motherboard seats or sockets. But just in case you're new to building desktops, the typical 7th generation Intel Kaby Lake processor sits in the 1151 socket, as does the previous Skylake generation and Intel's upcoming 8th generation Coffee Lake chips. The company's Meteor series chips, spanning up to 18 cores, require a larger motherboard seat called the 2066 socket. Meanwhile, AMD's latest Ryzen desktop processors, such as the Ryzen 7 1800X, rely on a completely different socket called AM4, along with motherboards based on the X370, B350, A320, and A300 chipsets. And like Intel's series processors, AMD's Monster Ryzen Threadripper processors are larger, requiring a bigger throne on the motherboard. This is AMD's new TR4 socket. What we targeted when shopping for processor coolers were their airflow and noise level numbers. You want great, focused airflow getting the heat off the processor, but that doesn't mean you need the biggest fan made by man. The picks here are solid, reliable, affordable coolers that get the job done. 1151 socket Skylake Kaby Lake Coffee Lake Cooler Master Hybrid 212 Evo Air cost $35. You can actually purchase variants of the Hybrid 212, such as a model with 2 fans, one with unlead, and so on. This version consists of 4 heat pipes that have direct contact with the processor, which pull the chip's heat up into a towering heatsink comprised of aluminum fins. There the heat is collected and blown away with a single 120mm fan. According to Cooler Master, the spinning fins mounted within the fan are optimized for low and high speeds ranging between 600 and 2000 rotations per minute RPM, which can be managed by your system. The Hybrid 212 also comes with brackets, so you can add an extra fan to the cooler if you want. It's not included. The Hybrid 212 works on AMD's Ryzen processors with an adapter as well. Overall dimensions 120x80x 159mm, fan dimensions 120x 120x 25mm, heatsink dimensions 116x 51x 159mm, fan speed 600 to 2000 rotations per minute, fan airflow 24.9 to 82.9 cubic feet per minute, fan air pressure 0.3 to 2.7 mmH20, fan noise level 9 to 36 dB, bearing type long life, sleeve bearing connector 4-pin PWM, weight 1.26 pounds.